City Council will be asked to address this on whether or not they wish to provide for regulations that would prohibit or limit council members' participation on city projects. Currently, there is no such prohibition. Both this summary and the manager's memo, as well as the background materials, I've also included a copy of the press release that you'll have. That indicates the laws as they exist today and what possible options exist out there. Any questions about that?
When was the work performed?
Referring to Mr. Wogen's, 2008, throughout the year 2008.
Throughout 2008? And then on the press release you said you got bids, quotes. Are there copies of those quotes?
Yes, Rick has those. As I understand, he has those. He's on vacation this week, so
okay.
I can't retrieve them.
Have other aldermen done work on behalf of the city, or is this a one-time instance that you're aware of? Past or present members?
I believe there has been.
Okay.
Although I can't say, I'm trying to think since I've been here in 2004. I don't know if there has been since I've been here in 2004. That's not to say that there wasn't. I'm trying to recollect.
Okay.
And for that matter, years and years prior to that, I'm not even sure.
But since you've been here, this has been the only case that you can...
I think there might be one, but I don't want to say that in case it wasn't. I'm trying to recollect it. Yeah, let me research that first before I give a definitive answer.
Okay.
But the only one I know for sure is Mr.
Mark, could you explain the difference between the quote process versus the bidding process, and when one kicks in or the other kicks in? And
our local ordinances, we have thresholds. We have 0 to 10,000, 10,000 to 20, and above 20. As a matter of fact, I include that material in the background.
So 0 to 10,000 is where the quote process is?
No, I'll describe it.
Okay.
When you get a chance to, it'll be online. It's fully explained here in our bidding policy, or our purchasing policies.
Look on page 8.
Yeah. 10,000 or less. We did estimates. It's described here that purchases for a total of 5,000 or less may be made without undertaking a formal or informal bid process, provided reasonable efforts are made, it says, to procure the best product at the lowest price. As a matter of fact, I think that 5,000 is from the old. So it's 10,000 or less may be made without undertaking. From 10,000 to 19,999, we have to get a minimum of 2 quotes from at least 2 qualified vendors, with the contract to be awarded to the lowest responsible quote. And in that instance, the city manager can authorize that expenditure. The city manager's authorization to expend up to $20,000 is a limit otherwise provided for in statute that our code mimics. And then, Lynn, regarding purchases 20,000 or more, these are typically considered to be capital expenditures. Not the lesser things such as office supplies and maintenance type projects. That's when you have to do the formal bidding process. Advertise, seal bids.
How does DeKalb compare to other municipalities in these thresholds?
That I don't know.
I don't know.
That I don't know. I do have comparisons, however, on the city manager authority issue. And I can share that with you. Based on what those towns consider are comparable communities for wages and salaries, we look at those towns and what they do on the city manager's authority. I can share that with you. But on what kind of breakdowns other towns have, I don't know. Now, I will say this too. Because the statute changed to 20, we updated our policies to also read 20. This exact same process has been in existence, as far as I know, for many, many years here at City DeKalb, with different thresholds: 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and above 10. Where the same informal quote and bid process was required. With the way expenses have increased for everything we do nowadays, and the fact that the statute's changed, we bumped each one of those thresholds up to be consistent with statutes.
So back then, 10 was when bids and council approval were required?
No, up to 10 was 0 to 5 informal, 5 to 10 city manager, 10 and above the city council.
And then what's the definition of a quote versus an estimate?
That's the same.
Okay. So quotes just a call that's logged?
Or, no, well, we like to get it right. So it's a quote written down, we estimate, or here's our quote on this project.
So it's